Michelle and Niamh, look at the shiny pot in front of you. Say no more.
Literally say no more, yeah.
Yeah, this is unbelievable.
Oh
my God, we're just trying to sink it in. I was trying to stand up there and soak it all up. It's not often you get up to a chance to get up those Hogan steps and look to do it twice in 1 year. It's unreal, but to do it with your club, my God, it's just a fantastic feeling.
Yeah,
it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
There's a cliche in GAA about small knit communities and aren't we awful in rural Ireland, etc., small numbers. But I think you've just blown that out of the water. What a phenomenal achievement from your side.
Yeah, it is. It's class. Like, I suppose we've always had small numbers, so it doesn't really faze us anymore. You know, we just get on with it, and we just go out to win every game as much as we can. And I think, especially in the second half today, that fight was there till the very end, and we've been shown it all year. And yeah, like, we're small in numbers, but our heart is huge for the game.
There was a bit of jitters at the very start, but just once we settled, I think that was it. And look, yeah, it's great to play in Croke Park, but it's another pitch, and I suppose we just had to think about that today. But it's a super win. This is a super win.
You talk about the second half performance, but dare I say it, the 2 points in injury time in first half were probably vital scores to level things up.
Absolutely, yeah. Going in half-time level, it's like a level playing field all over again, you know. We kind of have that mentality, excuse me, anyway, going out at half-time, like that it's always 0-0 again. So at least this time it actually basically was. Rather than having to try and get out there and get those 2 points back at the start of the second half, it would have been a lot more challenging. So fair play to Patricia, put the 2 over from the freeze, and we drove on from there.
And that little purple patch then, just I suppose the third quarter, the old cliche again in Gaelic sport and all sports in fact, but I think it was 1-2 he got without reply, and you know, Amy coming off the bench is just stuff of miracles, stuff of storybooks, isn't it, almost?
Yeah, it was super. They changed. They made some sub changes, and we made some sub changes, and both had a huge impact on the game. And I suppose it just drove us on, just to keep going to that second half. And the clock was ticking, and I was like, "Oh my God, come on!"
Those last 10 minutes felt like the longest.
They were very long.
The
first half an hour just flew, and then I was just the last 10 minutes there. I was like, "Please, ref,
just blow it up.
Will you come on?"
There was a couple of scrambles, all right. You know, they threw everything forward.
Yeah, absolutely. We were just throwing bodies in at the very end. Like, everybody was just throwing everything on the line. Like, and I think it just showed we were overcome with emotions on that final whistle. It's been a long time coming. We've been a long time building to this. We're still knocking on the door year after year, and we finally have it. It's just, it's such a good feeling when you actually get over the line.
Did you know once Amy got that one in injury time then again that, you know, you could feel it? I could almost sense a sigh of relief.
Kind of lifted, didn't we? It really did lift us. So I don't know, I just feel like, I don't know about you, Michelle, coming into the game, I just had a really good feeling that we were due a good performance. Yeah. And now it didn't happen in the first half, and I was like, will we come on?
I know.
But in the second half, it definitely got there.
It was the jitters and everything. We just needed to settle. We just needed to settle. And I think maybe their crowd were a bit louder than ours, and sometimes that can have a bit of an impact as well. You know, when you're just like, settle, take no notice, just drive on. And that's what we did when we came in the first few minutes in the second half. Yeah. That's what we needed.
And the emotion on full time, I think I saw every format.
Bawling,
crying.
The girls. No, it's just that's it. Like, it's just.
But that's us. That's what we wanted. We've a huge bond amongst the squad,
and even just our families and our friends. Like, you see, like, they're all overcome with emotion. Like, you can see the tears. I saw it after the semi-final, after the Munster final. Like, it just means as much to them as it does to us. They're the ones who've brought us to training and stuff all the years up along, and like
they
I
make
said,
the hard drives and the hard journeys. Like, we've travelled
the
up and down the country,
and
they support us 100%. They're always there. So this is for them as well as us.
Yeah.
Why do I have a feeling it could be a good night yet?
It'll be a good week and a good Christmas and a good everything.
Once we make Kerry, it's a bit of a trek down, but we'll make it work.
We'll make it. We'll be fine. Yeah. Thanks very much. Yeah, we'll make it.
I think very much so. Your Christmas has come early.
Oh, that's a fact. Yeah, Santa has brought his present to us.
Santa. Yeah, Agnes.
Hold it up there so everybody can see it.
Agnes is coming home to Kerry eventually.
Enjoy, guys. Congrats again.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
Eddie, we're nearly shouting over the celebrations in the background, but a wonderful, wonderful day for your club here.
It's incredible, you know, the emotion of it. Like, we'd only 17 players, you know, tiny pick, like, lost so many players over the years, and the club survived, you know. And, you know, I said during the week that the club was facing extinction unless you picked up extra players, and hopefully today will be the catalyst for enticing other players to join Clanmaurice, you know. It's a wonderful club, a wonderful family, an indomitable will to win, an indomitable spirit. You can't buy heart. You know, Na Fianna were a lovely crowd, very decent crowd, very nice management team, very magnanimous and gracious. And every game we had was a struggle. And you're praying that you won't have injuries, you know. If you had 3 injuries today, you were in trouble. But they weren't that great in the first half. But as, you know, the 2 points before half-time were vital to draw at level. I thought Na Fianna missed a lot of scores in the first half. And when we were at level at half-time, I felt we were in with a chance. But we had to improve. There was 7 or 8 didn't perform in the first half. So I gave them a good going over at half-time to get something out of them. But, you know, Amy Sullivan hadn't played in 6 or 7 months. She's a wonderful hurler, but she had a bad injury, you know, and I knew she was a match winner. She's very, very good. You must remember that Patrice has been playing with one, her hamstring is gone. She didn't train at all. Sarah Murphy, the full-back, didn't train. Daniel Leary, who's probably man the match, didn't train, you know, with her knee. So we had an awful lot of injuries. And, you know, when I'm training and coaching him, you know, you're half afraid if you go too hard that you could have injuries, you know, and coming up to a game, you're afraid they'll get COVID or flu. And you're down to basically 15 then, and, you know, I think, you know, there was never an All-Ireland won with 17 players, ever, men or women. So today is a very historical achievement. And one thing I'll say about these girls, you know, they're wonderful ambassadors for sport, not just in Kerry, but in Ireland, maybe worldwide. And now Clanmaurice is a worldwide name going by social media, and for Irish people abroad would have heard of the Clanmaurice name. And it's an incredible story, you know. There'll be a book written about this someday, about the 17 warriors, you know. So you brought on us 2 subs, probably earlier than we had wished to. But Kate Lynch, the midfielder, got injured, and we had no choice. But I had good, full faith. Both Elaine and Amy were wonderful. Amy got a goal on the point, and that was the difference at the end of the day.
Isn't it ironic? It's like poetry almost, that you talked about the small squad, but yet you'd 1-1 from Amy. It's the decisive score of the game.
She got 2 goals for us last year in the Munster final, you know, and she's a wonderful talent. Like, I heard with her father, with Kerry Jerome, so I know her background, I know her pedigree. And she won an All-Ireland skills competition when she was under 14, so there's a latent talent there, there's great talent there, you know. She wasn't fit coming on, she hasn't trained in 8 months, but that doesn't matter. When you play with Clanmaurice, you go through the pain barrier. If you're injured, you don't go off because there's no subs to come on. So there was girls there towards the end, really tired and fatigued, but we couldn't take them off, and they had no desire to go off. So it's incredulous when you think, like, I suppose you're going to laugh at me now, I was coach, performance coach, S&C, and sports psychologist to this team, all in one person, you know. But it's lucky I was here in 2011 with Ballymartle when we won the All-Ireland. It's lovely to win a men's All-Ireland and a women's All-Ireland intermediate title. I don't know, it hasn't been done that often, but I'm very proud to have achieved that too, you know.
The story is incredible for people that mightn't be aware. No underage teams, no competition in Kerry to come on through and win an All-Ireland. It's, you just don't have the words to describe how incredible the achievement is.
No, there's no conveyor belt of talent, you know. And to compound it, we lost when there was 2 clubs formed in Kerry, and it's great to see that. And 2 very good clubs, Killard and Causeway, but we lost an awful lot of players, and we tethered on the breach, like, you know, and we'd only bare panel, like, you know, and you're always praying that you don't have injuries. Like, if you have injuries, you're in trouble. Like today in Na Fianna, a great club, they must have had close to 30 players out. So had Blackrock, so had Shannon Rovers, and Shamrock's a lovely club from Galway, a very good club. So they had all big numbers, like, so. But again, it takes 15. Just 15 will win a game for you. And these girls, you know, they refuse to lose. You know, they absorb everything like a sponge, and they'll throw it back at you. You know, it looked ominous in the first half. We were out of the game for the first 20. But the 2 points, as you outlined, were very important for half-time. And we went in level, whereas Na Fianna should have been well up at half-time, I felt. And then when Amy got the goal, I felt a goal was always going to be important because both defences were very strong. You know, both teams haven't been scoring big this year. And, you know, and the goal was vital. And then when Amy got the point at the end, it put us a goal ahead. At least then I knew we couldn't be beaten, you know, but the final whistle couldn't come quick enough. Every game to age you. You know, it's extreme pressure. They're very hard games to win. You know, it takes a supreme effort to win it. Like, you know, it takes a supreme effort. But they're wonderful ambassadors, and they deserve all. It's all about them. We're just there to coach them, facilitate them. It's all about them. They go out and put their bodies on the line. And there's never been a story like this. You know, you go to teams winning All Irelands. They have low. We're running the shoestring. There's no money there. Very few players there. Our management team is just 4, so 21 is our management team. Inter-county teams would have a bigger backroom team than that. So that puts things in perspective, you know. But like, if you have the spirit, you can't buy heart. You can't buy that. You just can't. And there's no team in Ireland. I've been coaching men all my life, and I can say to you honestly, I've never had a men's team with the heart that these girls have. Never. It doesn't matter that the girls, they have more heart than anyone. and an insatiable will to win, and it's obsessional. You know, that's the way they are. It's a unique story.
Well, the ultimate underdog story, and I mean that in the biggest compliment. Enjoy the celebrations. It's an outstanding achievement for your club.
And thanks so much for your interest.